When to tell a woman you're in a polygynous relationship? Shagun Star Child, Black Egyptians, you cannot stop my fate. Okay. First of all, disclaimer. As we know, I talk about polygyny. I promote Black African culture on my channel. I've had years of experience in polygamy as a researcher, as someone doing it. Now, I'm not actually married in a polygynous relationship. I do only have one wife. However, I have had several polygamous relationships over the years. So take from it what you will. If you think I'm qualified enough to talk about this, cool. If not, then again, take from it what you will. But as a conscious pro-Black African man living on the continent, I will promote our African culture and our African ways. And I'm simply sharing my thoughts and experiences with you. So, when to tell a woman you want a polygamous relationship is a crucial step in the relationship. It's pretty much make or break. And it's just like marriage, really. If you propose to a woman, you get down on one knee, you've bought a ring, and you propose to her, and she says no. I don't know about you, but there's no relationship anymore. If a woman that you propose to says no, you as a man have to walk away. Same as a woman. So it's not to be taken lightly. At the same time, if you tell a woman too early, she's going to lose interest if she's not down with that. And if you tell a woman too late, you're going to be wasting both your time and her time. And you'd be guilty of dishonesty. I mean, telling a woman 5 years down the line you want polygyny when you know full down well that you want it, 5 years, it's too long. So when do you actually tell a woman you want a relationship, a polygamous relationship? This isn't a one-size-fits-all type of answer. And it's not going to be the same for every relationship. It's not going to be the same for every person. So I can't really generalize. But if I had to, if there is a default value for when to tell a woman you want a polygamous relationship, I would say as early as possible. And that kind of covers me and covers you as well, depending on your situation, whatever it may be. Saying that, there is one important thing to note. For me, before you even come clean about your polygamous intentions, you have to be prepared to lose the girl. She can walk away. You have to be prepared that things are not going to be the same anymore. And you really need to understand this. If she knows full well that she's not interested in living that lifestyle of doing it with you, then she's going to distance herself from you and not pursue the relationship any longer. And that could happen literally just like that, or gradually. You may be lucky to keep her attention if you're an alpha male, if your shit's really on point, or if you live in a polygamous country or society where polygamy is the norm, such as Africa. And that's why I promoted in my video how to have a polygamous marriage, that the second step is you actually need to live in a country which supports polygamy. But if not, then she will see it as wasting her time and yours, and she will leave the relationship. She'll leave early or before it's even begun to protect herself from pain. Don't forget, women have been cheated on. Women have had the pain of knowing their man has a side chick, or even knowing that their man has been married to someone else. So women don't want to go down that route anymore. So knowing that you're the kind of guy to have several women, some women are just going to pack their bags and run away. Now, in my experience, I like to tell a girl after we've built a connection. It could be emotional. It could be an emotional connection. It could be a sexual connection. Ideally, sexual is better because you've already connected on a deeper level, right? You've exchanged bodily fluids and you've had that connection. You've seen each other naked. You've been together. You've been inside her. So for me, ideally, I like to do it after a sexual relationship, or at least some kind of connection. Now, I think from my experience that she's more likely to hear you out, or she's more likely to stay because she's already given herself to you. It's no guarantee she can still leave. And let's be real, a lot of women, back in the day, a woman would sleep with you and want to be with you, and that's it. But Now, a woman can sleep with you once, twice, and not feel any way about leaving you. Women have one night stands these days. Women have been sexually liberated, so there's no guarantee that having sex with you or being with you after you tell her you want a relationship is going to mean she's going to stay. But in my opinion, she's more likely to do it. You're more likely to keep her when you have been sexual with her. Now, I told my wife before we even met, and I did it in a joking way, by sending her a video of other Kenyan women talking about it and asking her opinion on it. Because the woman in the video were Kenyan, they spoke in her language, Swahili, she got to connect with it. And she already lived in Africa, where it was more socially acceptable. So it was more indirect than direct. It wasn't like, hey babe, I got something to tell you. It was more of a joking way. However, after sending her the video, she did ask me if I was interested in that lifestyle, and I said yeah. I didn't lie. Now, we hadn't even met at this point. We were WhatsApping and video calling because we lived in different countries. So her running away wasn't necessary because I wasn't even there. Now, when I told her initially, she laughed and joked about it. People send it to my videos all the time, you know. I don't know if she actually took it seriously, if she took my intentions seriously, because we didn't have that much of a deep conversation about it. She probably thought, oh, I mean, in Africa, men have wives and have girlfriends in a way that isn't such a big deal compared to other countries. So, by me conveying my intentions, I covered my back. I was honest, I gave her full disclosure, and luckily it worked out for us. And I've had several polygamous relationships with my wife and other women. Now, how you do it and the exact details are up to you. It's also worth mentioning that once in a while you may meet a girl who's amazing or different. She may be above what you normally get, or there might be some features, whether it's body, personality, that makes her stand out to you. In that kind of situation, I don't want to risk it. I want to take a little bit longer to tell her because I want to have her in my bed. So, no cap. I know it's not the best thing to say, but I'm honest. I'm not going to fuck up my dream girl or painting or dime piece, as you might say, for polygyny. That can wait. Let me have my way with her, and then I can tell her the truth. And if she wants to leave, then fine. At least I've satisfied my desires. So, that's something else that you might experience. Now for me, this is a really important point. I don't want to tell a woman too early because I believe in letting nature run its course. I want to know what you are about as a woman. Can you even text me good morning or say what's up every once in a while? Or do you think because you got a pussy I should be chasing your tail? Are we even compatible? What's your star sign? What's your love language? What are your goals? How do I feel when I'm around you? These are the things that need to be considered. So for me, telling a woman right off the bat is silly when there's so many other things to take into consideration. Like, I don't want to introduce polygamy to a woman when we're not even compatible because there's just no point. Let's figure out if we're even good for each other, if I can even stand you, and then we can do with polygyny. Otherwise, it's silly, it's null and void. So, I know I've introduced a few variables, but either way, the bottom line is this. As a polygynous man, it's important to be honest with yourself and any potential ladies you want to deal with. The same way a girl might leave because she's not interested, you also have the option to leave. If you truly want polygyny in your heart, and if you are righteous, hold out for the one who accepts you as a man and accepts your polygynous nature. Hold out for a woman who sees a future with you and what she can gain in marriage and a soulmate, rather than what she can lose by sharing you with another woman. Holding out for a woman who doesn't want to limit your sexual nature or shame you for it. Hold out for the one who can recognize her femininity and place in your life and the world as a wife and mother, and practice love of self and kind by welcoming another woman into your lives. Akon said it on Drink Champs. If you're a dude who wants to do polygamy and the woman you're talking to doesn't want to, she's not the woman for you. It's as simple as that. Now, as a dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes you might lose what you perceive as a good woman. It could happen back to back. It could happen once in a while. And you might feel kind of sad that the relationship doesn't transpire. You're human. It's normal. So if that happens, be sad for 24 hours max and keep it moving. Remember what AMS said. We want an abundance mindset, not a scarcity mindset. So keep your future wife, or should I say wives, in the back of your mind and focus on that. You need to remember when you're on your journey that what will be, what's yours is yours. If a woman rejects you, then she's rejecting her own blessings. I'm not saying she has to be with you and without you she'll leave a miserable life, but she might be great for you only if she can humble herself upon you and treat you like the king that you are. Now, I'm in my late 30s and I've met a lot of women and spoken to a lot of them about polygyny. A lot of the women that went down for it and blatantly rejected me over it are still not married. And this is within a period of 10 years. There's a lot more women than men on the earth and in the black community. And a lot wait for the perfect guy who doesn't exist. I don't know if you ever heard of that shopping scenario when a woman's invited to go shopping and every floor she's given the limit. You can only get a guy with this, you can only get a guy with this. So the woman keeps pushing it. She keeps going floor above, first, second, third. She might, the first floor, just an example, might have a guy who just has a basic job. Second floor might have a guy with a basic job but who's good looking. Eventually she gets to the 7th floor. She goes higher and higher, and on the 7th floor there's no man left because that kind of man doesn't exist. So that's just a scenario to show you that women aren't exactly sure about the kind of guys that are good for them, and they don't really know when to call it quits, when to call it a day. Because of the polygamous nature, they always want to keep pushing till there's no men left. So I've said many times that polygyny is a beautiful thing. Polygyny is the natural order of the African family structure. Polygamy is an African phenomenon, and polygamy is the ultimate frontier for men. Feel free to pursue your happiness and live by, of, and for your ancestors. Have value in yourself and believe in yourself and that you can do it. And if you truly believe you are worthy of a lifestyle, then you'll give it up and sabotage your opportunities. Do whatever it takes to achieve your goals, even if it means going to another country where it's more acceptable, or joining organisations like the Hebrew Israelites or cultural community. So let me walk you through a possible scenario of how you might break that kind of thing to your potential. Close the door. Close. Close, I'm doing something. So, an example. So, Tina. I don't want to keep it for too long. So, here's how you might break it down. Let's say the girl's name is Tina. Hey Tina, listen, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. I've really enjoyed getting to know you, being with you in the last couple of months or last couple of weeks. I think we've really got a good connection. We make each other laugh. We've had a good time together. I can really see myself building a future with you, and I do want to build a future with you. I'm at the age where I do want to settle down. I'm not on some bullshit thing. I do want to get married and have children in the future, and I can see myself doing that with you. However, as I've been becoming more conscious, I've realised that I'm polygamous. That means I want to have more than one woman. I want to marry you and other women in the future. Now, I don't know if you're down with that. I don't know what you think about that, if you've had it in your family or not, but I'm from Nigeria. When I went back in 2007, I found out my grandma had 3 wives. And that did something to me. I had to really do some soul searching. I've looked around my family. A lot of the women are single mothers. A lot of my mum's friends are single mothers. Even myself, I've been with you, I've been with other girlfriends. I'm not going to call myself a cheater, but I have been attracted to other ladies. And I don't think it's worth being with one lady, sleeping with her, being with another. I want to do polygamy righteously. So I do think that we can have that kind of lifestyle together, and I'd be grateful if you'll be willing to hear me out and potentially explore that with me. If not, then it'll be a shame to lose you. But I know the kind of man that I am, and that's something that I want to do. What do you think? You want to break it down a little something like that. How you do it is entirely up to you, but you want to do it in a way where you showcase your skills. If you've got a good job, if you've got a good career, she needs to know that. She needs to know that you've got promotions, or she might already know that you've got a good job. Sell yourself in the best way possible. Because like anything, it's a negotiation. You can only negotiate as far as you have leverage. If you negotiate with nothing on the table, almost where it's a handout, you're not going to get very far. If you negotiate at the point that I'm a king, I'm going to welcome you to my castle. You can either stay there with the peasants, or you can come into my castle and live with other women and be good. So have that in the back of your mind. I wish you good luck on your polygamous journey. I do want you to chase your life, chase your dreams, and don't be willing to settle. Be willing to ride it out, because you are a king, you are God, and you can achieve any kind of lifestyle you want. So I don't want to keep it too long. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from it. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Black Egyptians. We've got a lot more videos coming. I'll see you on the other side. Shogun Star Child Black Egyptians. You cannot stop my fate.